Well, we're going to do something here today with the sweet potatoes I planted. As you can see, one right here, and then there's one right over there, and then there's another one kind of right there, as you can see. Now, there was one right about here, and it seemed to die. But anyway, you can see the ones that are taking are doing quite well. And so I've got some more sweet potatoes that we're going to plant in here, and we'll go get them right now. Okay, if you can look past the tomatoes here up front, you can see the sweet potato slips that I've got growing back here, and a sweet potato itself. Now let me show you. Let me turn this over and show you how the roots look. So you can see they've all got some roots, some more and some than others. But look at the roots on that sweet potato itself. Those are really doing well. Now, what that kind of gave me the idea, I'm going to go ahead and plant the rest of these slips out there where I just showed you. And I'm also going to plant this sweet potato just like it is out there. So, we'll see how that grows. Never seen that done before, but we'll try it. Okay, before I plant this, I just want to give you one last look at it. As you can see, that huge root on the bottom of the potato itself. Look at that. Now this slip was on here, and it just fell off and broke of its own weight. So I'm going to put that back in the water and let it grow some roots. But let me show you here what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to go over here where this sweet potato that I had growing, where it died, and I'm going to plant it right here. Dig a little hole, and I'm going to dig over here toward this side because that's probably wetter, I think. Anyway, so what we'll do is I'm going to dig a little deeper than that. There's a rock in there. Okay. Now, I'm going to drop this in like that, and then I'm going to put a lot of water in there, and then we'll put the dirt back in. Okay, here's a little bunch of water. We'll soak that hole. It's just in standing water, and then we'll put the dirt back in around it, and hopefully that water will give it enough of a head start that it might take off. We'll see what happens. It'll either grow or it won't, so we'll try that. Now what I'm going to do is kind of dig a little trench here. Now the reason for that is when it waters, I want the water to run down here and maybe get captured in here and just sit there so that there's water, a puddle here, so to speak. Now, maybe that'll work, maybe it won't. I don't know, but I'll have to maybe redo it. So now we've got a potato and then 2 slips. Now I'm going to go up and get the rest of those slips, and we'll plant some of those along here and see how this goes this year. Okay, so now I've got a collection of slips here, and we're going to plant these. And hopefully they'll take. So this looks like a good spot here. And what we'll do is just kind of push the ground out of the way and give it a good start down there. We'll take another one here. And we'll maybe right here. We'll push it down in there. Give it a good start. And then we'll take another one. Oops. Well, give it a good push down in there. I'm putting these in the ground fairly deep, meaning like 6 or 8 inches down, because hopefully the ground is wetter down there, and it will give these new roots a chance to take, because there's a lot more moisture down there. So hopefully that will work. Okay, I got one more here. We'll put this guy right here. There we go. Okay. So they're all in, and now we'll turn on the water. And that should give these a good start. So let's see how they do. Well, this is the next day after transplanting all these sweet potatoes. And so far, it looks so good. And there's none of them that look like they want to wilt over and die. Now, the original one that was still there, see that one right about there? Let's see, you can see that one. It's looking like it's living, but, you know, it's not doing well. But the rest of these look pretty good, even that potato. And this is another one of the originals, and it's doing all right. Anyway, this looks pretty good. We'll let it go. See what happens. Okay, here's a quick update on these sweet potatoes that I planted a while ago. Put a little date on the bottom of the screen so you can see how long ago this was. But as you can see right here, this is that whole potato that I planted, and look how that's taken. It's growing really well. And then see, there's one there and one there, and you can see there's one right there, and these are growing really, really well. Now, notice one thing. There's a lot of holes in these leaves. So there are bugs in here that just love these things. Look, see right back here, you can see a lot of holes. So they're being chewed up by the bugs really, really well. But yet they're still outgrowing the bugs as fast as they can be picked on. Now, here's one right here. Look at that. I don't know if that one's going to make it. It looks like it's kind of behind the curve as far as growing faster than the bugs are eating it. But the thing that you should notice is that how well they are growing. And right now, look at the temperature in here. You see that little thermometer. That one says 120. Now, I don't know if I'd believe that. I've got some more here. But see, that's 120. I guess it could be 120 in here because this greenhouse here is poorly ventilated. And one thing they say is that sweet potatoes love heat, and it gets really hot in here. So you see, they're not wilting over. Now, contrast. Let me show you. And you see these are tomatoes, and tomatoes kind of like heat too. But see how they're kind of wilting over a little bit because it's just a little bit too hot in there for them. Now, when it cools off at night, these revive. And the other thing you should notice is how wet I'm keeping the soil. I think these grow well, but they do need a lot of water. So there you go. There's the update with the sweet potatoes, and they're doing pretty good.